Android 4.2 is a new flavor of Jelly Bean. Those are the words that probably best summarize the newest of Google's mobile platform. 4.2 is not a revolutionary leap in Android. It is rather a feature pack on top of the 4.1 Jelly Bean update. It came with little hype, no dedicated event, not even a change in the name, not a single big feature that would catch the eye. But with all that, Google has managed to be the most aggressive company when it comes to rolling out updates, steady and methodical, quietly bulking up on features. While 4.1 was all about Project Butter and speed, 4.2 moves the focus back to the user. Google has improved Jelly Bean in virtually every aspect where it needed the extra coat of polish. The camera UI, lock screen with widgets, clock app, keyboard, and security. With all that, is it the most mature operating system out there? And how does it fare against iOS and Windows Phone? When will it come to your device? And finally, when Google updates Android, does this make a sound in the Android ecosystem? This is Victor for PhoneArena with a detailed review of Android 4.2 Jelly Bean. Let's dive right in and try to answer all those questions. First, the new widgets. Starting from the beginning, 4.2 has a brand new lock screen that now supports widgets. You can now side scroll right to go into the camera and left to look at widgets. Out of the box, there are only 4 of them that you can add to the lock screen, but third-party apps have already started offering lock screen widgets. So in addition to the stock Gmail, for example, we can have, say, a Twitter widget. Good news is that all of those lock screen widgets are dynamically updated in the background. Whenever you receive a new email, you can check it out straight from the lock screen and without going into the Mail app. One word of caution though, lock screen widgets do not require a password. If you have a Gmail lock screen widget, anyone who picks up your phone can read snippets from your emails on the widget. And this is not a bug, this is a feature. So if security is your main concern, you should not use lock screen widgets. Simple as that. Next, the camera and gallery. Google has rebuilt the camera interface with a new radio menu that appears whenever and wherever you tap while in the camera app. It allows you to fine-tune flash usage, exposure, white balance, and switch between cameras with a single finger. It is extremely convenient. The second big update is the addition of Photosphere, a 360-degree panorama mode that Google lifted from its Street View Maps team. The technology is similar to Microsoft's PhotoSynth, but without the proprietary file formats. It is quick and works well in most situations. You also get a bunch of Instagram-like filters that come built in the gallery application. Not just that, there are tons of editing options starting with the most basic cropping and rotating the image to deeper tweaks like levels, contrasts, and other adjustments. Quick Settings, many of the most oft-used toggles and shortcuts, is another new addition designed to save the average user a trip to settings. You bring Quick Settings by either scrolling down from the top to bottom with 2 fingers or by tapping a dedicated icon in the notification shade. Gmail also gets a small but very welcome update. With auto-fit messages, you no longer see a fraction of emails. You see the whole message fit to your screen horizontally. Simple and useful, but the trick is auto-fit is not automatically enabled. You have to go into Gmail settings and enable it from there. You can also pinch to zoom inside messages, and in your inbox a simple swipe to the left or right archives messages, a very convenient way to clear up your mailbox. 4.2 also introduces a brand new clock app. Finally, it brings native stopwatch and countdown timer with a convenient number pad to quickly set the timer. The alarm UI has been overhauled and vastly improved. Fonts are bigger, cleaner, easier to read. Setting multiple alarms is done in a straightforward, transparent way. It is robust. You can set alarms repeating across days, hours, and with different ringtones. Those who just can't get enough sleep can now snooze the alarm using the volume down button or with a simple swipe to the left. Hey, 5 minutes of extra sleep always count. The stock keyboard on Android is awesome, but to make it even better, Google now introduces gesture typing, a swipe-like keyboard. With your finger leaving a fading blue trace, you don't have to lift it up, just move it across letters to type. All it takes is a slight pause on a letter to get Google's intelligent word recognition software to kick in. In Google Now, the card-based system that was introduced in 4.1 is also updated. It taps into your Google search history and automatically assembles short cards with relevant information. It now integrates flight and hotel reservations, arriving just the day of your flight, for example. Security is also given a big boost in Android 4.2. Android is already a very secure platform if you shop on Google Play. Third-party stores, though? Wow jungle and a possible security threat. Until 4.2, that is. With Google Play security system Bouncer now built in on your device, you can easily and quickly have Android check for threats like premium texting applications and spyware and warn you about these. Kudos, Google. Finally, Daydream Mode is another small improvement in the system, but this one is better suited to devices with larger displays. Imagine you could turn your tablet into a picture frame with a built-in application. That is Daydream. You can customize your device to show most recent news and the time as well. Among all those new features, it would be fair mentioning though that the 4.2 update also seems a bit rushed. Along with the minor updates come even tinier bugs but in a noticeable quantity. Starting from the conspicuously missing month of December in the People app, going through issues with auto brightness, slow charging and even random reboots, and ending with Bluetooth connectivity problems, this seems like the buggiest Android release since Honeycomb. Truth is though, Google is already starting to roll out the 4.2.1 update to patch a lot of these. So hopefully it obliterates most of these problems. Android 4.2 Jelly Bean is a new flavor of Jelly Bean, and it is the one that tastes best yet. Moreover, it looks best, and that's what has been on Google's radar lately. While Android in the gingerbread and pre-2.3 era was a pain for the design-conscious eye, starting with Ice Cream Sandwich, Google has been improving the style and usability of Android in leaps and bounds. It now seems that Google has taken a confident lead over iOS and Windows Phone, who could earlier claim a more consistent and overall pleasing design. While Windows Phone can still claim the unique card, iOS is starting to show its age in comparison to the newest Android. The improved camera and gallery apps seem of the biggest importance in Jelly Bean. They show that Google is committed to improve its native applications, much like Apple is with its paid iPhoto app, for example. We consider homegrown apps like iPhoto, iMovie, and now the Google Gallery essential to a platform's success. The existential question we're left with thus is, when Google updates Android, does this make a sound in the Android ecosystem? We have been saying this for the past years, not months. What Google needs to do is not only update Android, but make sure everyone gets this update. The celebrations cannot start when a fraction of Android users have the latest version of the operating system. Truth is, carriers and OEMs are the first to blame for slow updates, but whatever the reason, this should stop. Until then, 4.2 will be the best Android yet when everyone gets it, and if they get it.